Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. Or at least with pedals not like seeming to do everything that you want them to do. That's basically what's going on with it. The reason I don't change it is because generally, like now I'm going up the hill, so I'm just going to, rather than use the pedal, I just engage the cruise control, and that will give me maximum thrust on there rather than the pedal there. I've just pressed the pedal, disabled the cruise control, and now I've dropped down to 3 because I'm not going flat out on it. So basically that's a personal choice for me, but you do have that ability to change things around if you want to, just by increasing the sensitivity. The 100% sensitivity for some reason doesn't seem to quite cut it. Now if I bring this bad boy down here like this, and I'll unhitch that one, I'm going to... We haven't looked at the tower that I put in over there, and we've got that rock picker to go and pick up as well, so we're going to need to change this trailer over. Ooh, I know what we can do. Before I change a trailer over, let's actually get the stone picker started so that it starts gathering up some stones, and then we'll be able to test it a little better, won't we? Rather than waiting for it. So it pushes it backwards, out a little bit, and unfolds the things down the side. And you just bring it round here like this. And you just got to press H on the edge of the field. I know I could go and do it myself, but I'm much too lazy to go and do that. And then that one starts. And you can see it's leaving behind a cultivated texture. Same as what the Spader does, except now it's actually picking up those stones. And it's already picked up 120 litres. So you can see stones on the surface of the field, but it does also pick up a few extra stones as well from underneath. So you can get quite a few of them being picked up. Now this one's quite a bit different in design to the yellow ones and how those yellow ones work. But nevertheless, it is a very cool machine. The yellow one looks more impressive, I think, when it's traveling down across the field. Just the way that it works, like it's combining the stones out of the ground. So, to my mind, it kind of looks a little more impressive as it's going across the field. It's just painfully slow to use, and it's... takes forever, and also it's painful when you're trying to get it to turn round on the headland because of it being slung out to the side. You can't turn one direction very easily. You've got to keep turning in the opposite direction to the way that you want to go, and yeah, it basically takes a long time. 521 litres just down across there. I've also heard rumours that the amount of stone you get is dependent on the type of cultivation you've done. So if you go over with a plough, or if you go over with a spader or something like that, you will dig up a lot more stone than if you just go over with a cultivator, which is quite cool actually, because that you know, it helps you to plan things out a little bit better. So I want to customize this one, and we've got cover configuration is standard, bale trailer. Right, we don't have high sides on this one, so we'll customize that one onto there. That's for free. And we'll jump back into you and hook that trailer back on. Then take that cover off. Now, I was trying to blend the ground in around this one a little bit better than what it is at the moment, and that didn't work very well, so we'll have to do a little bit of work with the landscaping there just to try and improve that a bit, because right now that is absolutely appalling. But we'll see if we can do something at some point with it. Let me bring that one up there like that, and then if I go like this, I've got lime, road salt, manure, grass, straw, hay, pig food, seed, silage, chaff, solid fertilizer, and lime. So there's a whole load of different items that I can go and purchase from this lime station. This is a Stevie mod. Okay? That is Stevie. He's gone and built that one, added in, so you can go and buy a whole load of different toys. Now, the big test can I tip that direct into a trailer? Let's find out. Just going to turn off the hired help there for a minute. Stopped working. Now I'm going to need this one up here so I can see what's going on. Lower stone, fold stone picker, unload here. So it's just to unload here. I may have to unload here onto the ground before I can do anything else. So that may be something that we need to go and do. Let's reverse this one up to the trailer and see if that happens. I think you do actually have to tip it out onto the ground. No, you don't. Start overloading stones, and it does actually allow it to go in. So even though the symbol isn't there, we have proof that the stones can go in the trailers. Stones can go in trailers. Although the symbol isn't listed in the shop, stones can go in trailers. Has been proved. There we go. I thought that we wouldn't be able to do that. I'm going to need to go and just correct a statement that I did. I think I left I sent a message to Stevie asking something about one of the trailers and not being able to take stone. Turns out that I was mistaken. They can take stone, so you can just back it up to the trailer and you can tip it straight in without any trouble at all. Which is really cool. That is really awesome. I really love that we can do that. Right. That one over there has been planted, so we're not going to lose the no plow texture. We've got the seed drill in here. I would like to put in our other field that we've got, which is field 44. That one we're going to want to go and plow. We're also going to want to lime 44. We're probably going to want to lime 44 and 45. We're going to want to lime all three of them. So we need to get a lime spreader. We'll have to do that. But I wanted to go down to... Where's the... It's that one. No. It's that one. Calendar one. Sorghum we're going to plant in the field that we're picking stones on at the moment. That's going to be our sorghum field this time round. I'm going to leave root crops for now. So we're going to do one of these. I think we'll plant oats. I think we'll go with something simple. We'll go with oats over in this field over here. So we won't be doing any planting with this one for a while. So let's go and park this one up. I really don't like what we've got in front of that silo over there. We definitely have to change that round. But there's something that we'll have to wait a minute. We'll go and get our spader. This monster machine right here. And I need to move that header trailer out of the yard. That one's right in our way. So we're going to take this beauty right here. I'm going to start it up down there. This field, we're only going to plant this field once and then harvest it. And then I will probably use this one to put some placeables down. So we'll put like a shed down in here. We'll put maybe a couple of greenhouses as well and see what we can do with those. Greenhouses, you're no longer sort of focusing mostly on filling them up with manure and water and stuff. Now, because that's what, you just had some income from them. Now you actually get produce in pallets coming from them. So your focus is on collecting the produce rather than... What do you mean no field found? Look at me, that nonsense. I'm not entirely sure that this one knows what it's doing. Apparently it doesn't think that we're in a field. Which is weird. Let me try getting to the end of the row, turning it round, and then starting it again, and maybe, just maybe, it will actually go and do something. What was I talking about? Greenhouses, I think. Greenhouses, now you focus on getting the pallets of produce out of them, so you don't have to spend ages filling them up with manure and water and stuff like that. You can fill them with water, or you can place down those other tanks and you can sort of do it that way. So it's actually really cool like that. I do really like that. I'm wondering if because I've cultivated this field, that's why it's saying no field found. Guarantee you it's because of that. If I go over here into the middle of the field, yeah, I don't want to do this manually by myself, so I'm not going to bother doing that. We'll stone pick what we've got on here, and we'll do something else with it. So this spader can go over here. Because we've already cultivated the field, that's why it doesn't like it. So next harvest we will use that one. And let's drive on up here. The stone picker is almost done. Something you should note, actually. Something quite important to note. Stone pickers will go over the entire field. If you've planted, you don't get anything. The stone picker here is carrying on across the field. Despite the fact he's not picking anything up, because he's already stone picked it. If you, like, go and do the headland with the stone picker first, so that it'll turn around a bit better, it won't actually recognize that you've done anything at all, and it will just keep working from one side of the field to the other all the way through. So there's it's worth keeping that in mind. It's no good like cutting out a headland for a stone picker, because it will go right to the very edge of the field regardless of if it's already been over that particular ground beforehand. Now this one is going to work. It's letting me go through and pick everything up. The weeds aren't getting taken care of with this one. So we've got a couple of different options for weeds, haven't we? There is rollers. I just want to go here. The different options for the weeds is like rollers, and we've got the weeders, and then you've got sprayer, so you go and spray it. So a couple of different things that we could go and do if we wanted to with that there. Roller right there, that one. With the roller, you can improve the upper soil. Oh, no, sorry. No, I got that wrong. Rolling doesn't get rid of the weeds. Weeding gets rid of the weeds. Rolling pushes the stones back down into the soil, if that's what you want to do. So I don't actually want to push the stones back into the soil at the moment. I want the stone picker to pick all of these stones out, and then we'll take them off and sell them. You don't get very much money at all for selling, but we still want to do it anyway. Now, that field is going to be sorghum. I've stone picked it. I've done pretty much everything that I want to do to that field. That one's planted. Lime, that's what we want to do. So we need to send you off to the dealership so you can go and buy a lime spreader. So I'll set destination there like that. And while he's driving over there, we're going to have a look. Actually, let's go and watch this one. Not that we can see much while we're in the shop, but you can just sort of see it faintly in the background there if you want to. We want to have a look at fertilizer spreaders. You have the Amazon one here. This only takes fertilizer. This one, the Bredel, which is an old classic, that one takes fertilizer and lime. That one is just fertilizer, 10,000 litre capacity, and it only takes fertilizer. And then you've got this other Bredel. So these haven't changed. This is your basic lineup from last time round. There's no real difference here that I can see. We'll go with that one there. And there should be a spreader system 6-meter spreading unit. It's the one that we're going to take. And then you can also have an extension on the top. 2 extension options on that, which is pretty cool. It goes all the way up to 14,000 litres. What does the other one have? Extension. That's just got 1 extension option on it. But I don't want one that big. This one here is actually pretty cool. We'll just make it really top heavy, like that. And then we'll also have the spreading disc system so that we get a wider spread on it. Apparently, according to comments, license plates in the US on agricultural machinery are kind of rare. You don't often see those, which did surprise me. I didn't expect that. Narrow, standard, or wide? Well, I'm going to go with wide tyres on this one. 55,000. I have a balance of 25. I don't think I can afford that one. I think I'm going to have to go cap in hand to the bank manager and beg for some more money. So let's do that. How much can I get? Let's get another 100,000 there. So I got a $200,000 loan. And I'll go back into here and we'll go and get that one. A Bredel spreader. Perfect. Buy. Fantastic. Right, this has got a pass to do along here. Not very much more. It's going to get all of the stones that we can see. There's a little bit left on the side that he's not quite picking up. But we got most of it. So I'm just going to turn the hired help off there for a second, and I'm going to turn around here. The tractors handle a lot differently in this one. Because they're changing gear, they're actively changing gear when you're doing it. I don't have, I've got it all done for automatic, but they're still changing gear. It doesn't instantly start going backwards, which I really like. Start and lower that one. And it takes some time. Like they do actually crawl up through the gears, and it takes time for the tractors to get going as well, which is really amazing. I really love that. Let's pick you up. I can fold that one up like that, and then all we got to do is go up to the trailer, turn round, and we can tip in. Which is amazing. Didn't think we could do that, but I really love the fact that you just back up to the trailer like this and say, start overloading. Let's not actually damage the thing there, shall we? Start overloading there. And it's tipping in the stones. Out it goes. There, we are tipping stones into the trailer. Fantastic. So we got all of those stones in there now, and the next thing that we want to do is we actually want to go and tip the stones at the local debris crusher. So let's just get rid of all of that. The debris crusher is actually over this. There it is. It's that way down there. So we want to drive off up the road and go and deliver that one to the debris crusher. And I want to take this one back to the farm as well. So what we're going to do, we'll hitch this one in, and then we'll put both the hired help going to set destination. So they should cross each other on the road. I want to see that happen and see how they cope, like where they're going to cross over, whether it's going to interfere with anything. That one is going to go there like that, and then that one is going to go there like that. So hopefully we will see them pass each other on the road. Although I don't actually want this one to go to the dealership, but we'll stop that one in a minute. And yeah, I'm back doing a new recording session. And for those of you who are new to the channel, because of my wife's ill health, I need to record a long way in advance. And I also need to be able to record in a way that allows me to do so fairly efficiently. So what I do is I record a big block and then I break it down into individual episodes afterwards, and that's absolutely fantastic. They've just gone past each other absolutely beautifully. That is exactly what we wanted. So yeah, I then break the episodes down into individual chunks after I have done the recording, which is why the endings are like they are. It's sort of, it seems a little bit disjointed. I do try to sort of break them up into at an appropriate point, but this is the best way that I can do it. So that's the reason why. And I've just now come back in, and yes, it was raining, but what I did was I ran the repair thing that was suggested. So if you've got a direct download from Giants, I know a lot of you have probably sorted this issue, any issues you've had, but if you do have the Giants direct download, their suggestion was you hold down your left shift and you double click on the installation. So double click on your Farming Simulator 22 icon, holding down the left shift, and this will give you get an option come up. You get a little pop-up box come up, and one of the options on there is check files, I think it is, or repair installation, or check files and repair, something along those lines. It allows the computer will then go through and it will check all of the files for any corruption, and it will repair any that might need it. I strongly recommend you do that. I did that, and then I logged back in on here, because first of all, I just logged out, and then I logged back in. It was still raining when it wasn't supposed to. But then I went and did the thing. It found some files that were corrupted, and it ran the repair, and then everything was fine. I've not had any issues. So it did work. So if you are having any issues, try that repair, because that does actually work really well. I want to go here a minute and then tip side. I don't want to be tipping on the back. We want to tip side grain door. There we go. So we tip side. That's on the left and that's on the right. I want to be tipping on the right here. Tip them out there. So we've got 2,166 litres. I love the sounds we get with the tipping and stuff like that. $319 from that. That's not bad, actually. $319. I know that this particular save is on the easy settings, so we are going to get more money from this one than we are from any of the other settings. But still, $300 for half a trailer load of stones, or not even half, like a portion of a trailer load of stones. I'd say that was actually pretty good. Right, I'm going to get the hired help to drive him back now. So we're just going to do that there. So he's going to drive back there by himself. And then we can go over to this one. And we can apply some lime. So what we've got in here, we've got a bit of sorghum. No, not sorghum. What have we planted in there? We've got barley planted in that one. And if we go back through our filters, soil composition, that one needs ploughing. We'll have to do that afterwards. We need weed killer on field 44, or we need something to do with the weeds. And we also need this. An AI worker is blocked by an object. There's probably... He's run into something up there, I expect. Turn the ploughing off. We do need to put lime on everything. I don't like that we've got this ploughing need over the entire map. I don't particularly like that. Now, there is something that I have heard... And I know that it's the case with grass. If you go and fertilize the grass, you can't then go and apply lime afterwards. But I have heard that you also can't put lime on if you've gone and then if you've put seed on. You know, it would help if we actually had lime in our lime spreader. Let's try doing that first. So let's go over here and actually put some lime in the lime spreader. So let's go and... we need to go over to our machine. Now, there is a mod on the mod hub that is awaiting testing. And it's... I can't even remember what it is. It's something to do with the extended placeable, I think it is. Extended placeable. I'm really hoping that one of the features of the extended placeable is that it will allow us to modify the terrain around the... items a little bit better. And there's Red Dead Redemption in wellies. Look at us over there. It's fantastic. I also really want the camera mod. I'm surprised that Giants haven't released a camera yet, the disabled camera collision, because they did it fairly quickly last time round. I'm really hoping that we do get something like that. Now, what I want to do here is actually want to extend the level of the land here. So I've taken the level off of there. I can't, with the current settings, alter that level there at all. It won't let me. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to bring the land instead. I'm going to extend it out over this way. Like this. There we go. And I'm going to bring that out all the way over here so that I've got room to bring a trailer in underneath that spout. That's the idea here. So I'm I'm just taking that level there, and then I'm pressing and holding the mouse button, and that's staying held while I extend out over this way. And I do love that for these two options in here, for the leveling and the smoothing functions, it doesn't actually delete the grass texture anymore, which it used to do. So that is something that I think is a big improvement on how things were previously. Just going to run a little bit more of that around there, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go to this smooth function now. Bring you back over this way, and I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to smooth the edges of what I've just done so that we get up onto this ramp nice and easily. And then I also want to... Right, well apparently I can't smooth the edges of that. I can smooth it a bit there. If I come in like that. There, what's that looking like? It's actually come out of that building mode to come over here and have a look. It's a little bit rough here on the edges, slightly, but it's pretty good, I think. If I go, let's go back into construction and landscaping and go here. There's just a little bit here that I, oops, I didn't want to do that. Actually, that might not be a bad thing that we've done that. Because there's water here as well, it's not going to do this very easily, I think. I may need to just extend this out. Ooh, there, what have I done? I didn't want to... Why has he not brought it up there? Right, now it's just being weird. To bring that bit down there, like that. Near that bridge. It's because there's another item near the bridge. Like, the bridge itself is actually an item. It doesn't like that. Yeah. It's not easy to work with. It's this limitation here. This is the bit that's holding us up the most. But we can get through it. So that seems a little bit better. Right, okay. So another thing that I was told that I missed was I can actually open these doors. And I missed that bit. I didn't realize that you could. You can get a forklift in here. You can put pallets in there and stuff like that. Which is actually really cool. I like that. That's a nice little function right there. So we've got that bit that we'll be able to go and use. Let's jump in and... Now I should be able to go underneath that spout and load up with lime. So we're going to fill this spreader all the way up with lime. Or should we? Problem is you can't go and sell the stuff afterwards. This is what I would consider to be a bit of an issue. But I mean, I suppose... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.